Hello everyone. Welcome to Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt. That is me. Today is Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. Welcome to Zens-Day Wednesday Live. Before we get started, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping. So for those of you who are watching live, of course, thank you for being here with me. For those of you who are watching in replay, thank you so much for watching in replay. Go ahead and put hashtag replay down in the comments for me. That way I know you stopped by. I would appreciate that very, very much. And of course, for everybody, thumbs up buttons, heart buttons, comments, questions. I love all your great information, inspiration, and feedback. So thank you all for that. And if for some reason I have the phone pointed down at my work table here in the studio and I don't see your comment or question pop by, I do go back and watch these live shows later tonight or tomorrow, and I will reply to you then. I see Chris Kurtz has joined me. That is my husband. Hello. Thanks for watching, babe. So if you do have a question that I don't catch, I will get to you. I absolutely promise that. So tonight, I have some fun stuff coming up for you. Tonight we're going to do the first dibs reminder for the monthly painting. I'm going to do a little drawing demo, and I'm going to show you the monthly painting. Again, I see Virginia is here. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. You're just hitting the show at the right time. We are about to get started, so let's go. First thing I want to do is show you the monthly painting, and this is of course the one that I create right here in Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt with all of you. So this one is called Raspberry Ripple, and we've been making this one for the entire month. Once a week, we do an extra step. Look at all this gorgeousness. That's the background on the top. Here it is on the bottom. And of course, the big old spiral. So here is this painting. And I love how this color combination turned out. And Jennifer is the one who suggested these colors. And its name is Raspberry Ripple, and Marcy is the one who suggested that. And thank you all for voting on all of those suggestions earlier this month. I appreciate it. So this painting, of course, is one of my originals, as you have seen me make here in May. It is called Raspberry Ripple. It is 16 by 20 and it is $1,100, and that includes free shipping in the continental US. So if you are interested in this painting, go ahead and let me know. And of course, just like my other paintings, it really will stand out in your art collection. There's not a whole lot of other artists who are doing exactly what I'm doing. Well, there's probably not any other artists who are doing exactly what I'm doing. But these are my original designs down here on the spirals. And of course, no two pour paintings are ever alike. So if you are looking for an original piece of art for your home or your office or your Zen space, be it a meditation studio, a yoga studio, whatever, you all know that looking at one of my paintings definitely helps you boost your endorphins, which are the feel-good stuff in your brain. And it also lowers your stress and anxiety just by looking at my paintings. And then if you add meditation, it boosts it another 5 to 6%, which is big when you're talking about percentages like 27 and 32. So if you are looking for a painting that will definitely help you and de-stress you, I got the ones for you right here. They'll also bring really great energy into your home. I'm sure you can tell there's a lot of movement and flow in this one. So if you are looking for a painting like Raspberry Ripple, go ahead and let me know. Of course, I am here to help you. If you don't want this exact painting, but you want something similar, let me know and I'll help you go through all my stock and we'll see what we can find that will suit your needs. And if we can't find something, we'll make you something. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. So let's go ahead and get to the drawing demo. I know I said I was going to do just the first dibs tonight, but I'm working on these little geometric drawings and I absolutely am in love with them. I'm having so much fun. And late at night, I can do these on the couch because I'm going through the change of life and my sleep schedule is weird. But also, my dog is an old lady dog and she needs some assistance in the evenings and nighttime after my husband goes to bed. So I just sit on the couch with her and I draw and I sketch and I color and we have a great time and she gets in and out a lot, but these are what is helping me still be productive and be available for her. My studio is next to our bedroom and if I have the lights on, they shine into our bedroom and that will wake up my husband. So to be kind to him, I have really started doing these while sitting on the couch with my dog until like 1 or 2 a.m. So I'm getting a lot done and I'm absolutely loving it. And I hope you are loving the little geometric drawings that I am creating. I am using professional colored pencils on these, so the colors will last. And I have this, it's my sketch pad that I'm using, or my drawing pad, and I have the order in which I create these, and I wanted to show this to you to kind of see all of the work that goes in it. So first I kind of measure everything out, and then I draw in with pencil the outline. I then make the outline in ink so that this is archival ink, by the way. This is an art pen, so that I can see what I'm doing, and if I have to erase something, I can erase it pretty easily without really affecting much on the inside. Oh, I see Michael is here. Hi, Michael. Then my next step is I draw this grid. Since these are geometric drawings, I always draw this little grid just to make sure that I am precise enough with these little designs that I'm doing. Then from there I start drawing the geometric stuff, the good stuff. So here it is in pencil, and then as I go I fill in with the lines with ink, and then of course I go through and I will cut these apart at that point, and then I color them in while I am sitting on the couch. I have a little up desk that I use and we have so much fun. So I figured I would show you today what I'm doing. So I will point this camera down at my workstation for you. Here we go. I'm gonna make sure you can see what I'm doing. I put my hand in there because I can see my hand better than anything else. All right, so this little square in my demo that I drew up for you, I'm just gonna go ahead, excuse me, and sketch everything out like I would for any of these designs. Here's a super bright one that I just finished. I love these. So if you love these, they are all available, and I don't have them all up on my website yet, but they will get up there pretty soon in the next couple of days. Oh, let me get a drink of water here. So I will update the website in a couple of days, and they will be ready to go next week. The ones that have 4 designs per page are $100. That includes free shipping in the continental US. And the ones that just have 1 design per page, like this one, these are little 4x6s, these are only $30. with free shipping in the continental US. So if you see something you absolutely love, let me know. We will absolutely get it to you. And most of them are standard sizes for picture frames. Most of them are 4x6, so you can just easily get a little cheapy frame at the store that already has a mat board in it and pop them in there with that mat board, and they will look fantastic. And they are really bright colors, so you don't have to be afraid of bright colors, especially on small pieces of art like this, because they will highlight in any space. They're also, I have some on my desk right now, and I love just looking up and being able to see that brightness and that movement, that little pop of color. Oh, it's so good. Makes me happy. Okay, so let's go ahead and start drawing a design, and I am just going to start doodling a little bit here. I'm going to base this on one of my arabesque designs that I like to draw. And I will get quiet for these, because figuring out where I want to go next is sometimes the hardest part. And I don't really have any set designs in mind when I start these. This one I do with this centralized arabesque form, but the two that I showed you, I'll slide this over. So this one and this one both started with that arabesque design. Let me check and see if I can still see that. Yep, there we go. So it really can do a whole lot of different things, and I've got a bunch of these that already have this arabesque design on it, but I love working with it so much because it is such a versatile thing. Okay, and it goes many different directions just depending on what I'm doing and what my mood is and where I want to start. So I think I may do a riff off of one of my previous designs, and it won't be exactly the same, but it will be just as beautiful and interesting. Oh. I'm gonna do this like I usually do it, so I will ink this line in. And I do this because I can see it better this way. This is not really a trick of the trade, it's just I'm 52 and my eyes aren't what they once were. So I've got my reading glasses on, my drawing glasses, if you will. And that makes it so I can see it better as I am working with it, because I know I want this shape to remain on the page even after I start doing some of the other stuff. So there is my first step. And as you can see, I'm not using a compass or a protractor or anything. I am really drawing this in real time with my own hands, my own brain. So just making it up as I go along, which is really fun. So the lines I know I'm keeping, I'll just go ahead and ink in. And if you're noticing how smooth my hand motions are, I don't like jerk and stop in the middle of a line. It's because I am well practiced. I do this a lot. And I do draw in pencil first because I don't want to put an ink line in that I don't like where it goes or what it does. So I just do my little design in pencil first. make sure I want those lines there, and then I go back through and draw them with ink. That way they stay on the page even when I erase. And I do erase the pencil lines before I do the colored pencil portion, because otherwise those lines will stay there forever because they will be trapped under the wax of the colored pencil, and I don't want that. So these grid lines in the background will disappear as I work on this. Sure we're still in the screen there, and we are. And you'll notice, you'll hear my chair in the background kind of rolling around as I move. I don't keep my body still when I draw these. I kind of pivot and shift. And that way I put my hand and arm in a better position to get these lines where I want them to go. So I don't know if that's really a trick of the trade, but it is definitely something that makes me much more comfortable as I draw. And I'm going to put little hash marks at about the halfway point in between these lines and these points, because I do want to fill in with a few more lines. And I used to measure those with a ruler, and if I'm doing a really, really precise grid pattern design, I will use the ruler and make these marks exactly where I need them. But for something like this, I do want it to have kind of a more freehand look, a freehand feel, because that brings that human touch, the human element into the art. I definitely don't want anybody to mistake my art for AI. I am in the business of creating feeling and emotion, not the business of creating perfection. And I hope that makes sense. I talk about the hand of the artist and what that means often, and it just basically means you can tell that a human made it, or a specific artist made it. You can definitely tell the difference between, if you take an art history class, Leonardo da Vinci and Caravaggio. And the old Dutch masters, you can tell which old Dutch master made what painting. Vermeer versus Holbein, that kind of thing. My stuff definitely show my style and show my intention, which is, of course, to be close to perfect. I want it to look good, I want it to look professional, but I don't need it to look AI generated. I don't need it to be that perfect. I don't want it to be that perfect. So, just a little sneak peek behind my process. Oh, let's see. Can I? Do this. And sometimes I just play around with what I'm doing, and that way I work out ideas on my paper. And since I already have these lines inked in that I know I want to keep, I can play with this and do some different things, use my little eraser, go back through, change it around if I want to. Move a line if I need to. All that kind of good stuff. Oh, I kind of like that. And when I go back through with the pen over the pencil drawing, I can make the lines in slightly a different place if I need that, or if I think it'll look better, or I can leave them exactly where I drew them. And selfishly, I wanted to show you this today because I know that sometimes poor painters don't draw a lot in their behind the scenes work, and I do. So I wanted to share that with you today. I have these grid lines which make really perfect points for me to base some of my next lines off of. Like this one, I want to go corner to corner on some of these grid lines. Hi! As you can hear, Whiny Studio Dog is on the job tonight. Dad just let her in from a potty break, so she has to come tell me about it. She's my big whiny baby. I know, hi. You're fine. You are. She's standing there looking at me with her mouth slightly open, and it's hilarious. Okay. And I'm also thinking ahead about when I color this in. Like, I don't want to have to color all of this section one color. So what I'm doing now is breaking this into a smaller section, so I have two sections to color instead of one. That'll give me more places to play with when I get to the point where I'm going to color this in. I'm thinking these two spaces need to be addressed as well. Yeah. Makes it look pretty good. Okay. And now I have these two large spaces. I think, can I do this? This? That kind of echoes the interior a little bit. I think I like that. So my comments about, yes, here, this can go here and that can go there, that is really the running dialogue in my head for when I draw these. So there's that one. All done with the pen and ink drawing. So I am going to take my eraser. This is a kneaded eraser that I have. And erase the pencil lines and see if there's any space in there that kind of really stands out and says, hey, I need something more or to be done with me. Like these two spaces, I could put another couple lines in there, but I don't think I'm going to because I'll do some shading. Oh, here's the piece. So this piece has a lot of shading in it. And as you can see, it's got that kind of curved effect around the edge and that kind of sinking effect in the center. So it withdraws from the eye, and then this really bright white line makes this delineation really stand out and gives the eye a break. So there's a lot of things like that that I can do for shading. I can do it dark to light, light to dark, all that kind of stuff. So I can really play with that piece. So I think I am done with that one. So let me go ahead and put the camera back up to my face. Well, hello everyone. Oh, I see Melissa Ann is here. Cinnamon is here. Tanya is here. I hope you all enjoyed the drawing demo that I just did for you. And of course, thank you so much for being here on Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt and watching me create tonight. If you want to get on the phone with me or on Zoom or FaceTime and see what I have in stock, go ahead and let me know. If you want to do a commission, go ahead and let me know. And of course, next Wednesday for Zens-Day Wednesday Live, which is going to be right here again at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Go ahead and chime in on Tuesday and put in the suggestions for what colors you want me to use for the brand new monthly painting for April, and then come on back and vote on Wednesday between noon and 4, and we'll get those colors on the painting next week. Oh, for the background, it'll be so great. I absolutely love creating for you and with you. So I think that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.